Welcome to another RS Wave update. So we're looking at SNX, Synthetix against Tether, US. So we had a pretty good run up this morning and now we're getting a pretty decent pullback. So what's the deal here? So nice move up and you're probably thinking, oh, now it's going to just go all the way back down. But is it really? So we crossed over the magenta line and now we're coming back down to 50%, probably like 0.618%. Look at the RSI. The RSI is telling us that we are completely oversold at this point in time. Okay, just take a look at it. We have not seen anything that oversold since the A wave, right? But being so oversold, how come price is still hanging around this area? Hanging around the magenta line, hanging around 50%, and looking like potentially it's going to turn around and do a turnaround jump shot. So yeah, it looks pretty bad right now. But do you believe? Do you believe that it could turn around? Like how many times have you seen something so oversold and suddenly it turns around, right? Sure, I already told you, I got in down the bottom. I saw it go all the way up and saw it go all the way down. Yeah, all day. Been watching it all day. But if you don't understand the bigger picture, then you shouldn't be trading. This is not for you. If you can't take the downs with the ups, then don't bother trading. Forget about it. It's not for you. Go invest in a passive fund, a Vanguard or something like an S&P ETF or some kind of, you know, stress-free environment. Okay. In this video, I'm talking about leverage trading. Okay, so leverage since the lows. Okay, so this is a timely video to remind you that if you do not have it in you to trade with conviction, it means either one of two things. One, you're gambling, or two, you don't know the waves. It's as simple as that. There's no other alternative here. Okay, so do I need to remind you again of what we're looking at? Sure. Let's go back. Right, and I'll post those previous videos down below just so you can understand. Right, we saw a big, massive, impulsive move to the upside. We determined this is a wave a B, and the CDE was small. We had a 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Just check out the previous videos. You can see it for yourself, right? So am I worried right now that this is going to keep going down? Well, I don't really care. Like good money management, good discipline, having a good time. I like looking at charts. I have like quite a few screens on my wall right now, and I like observing all sorts of things. But paying too much attention to one thing, yeah, it's boring. It's completely boring, right? So what's next? Well, in my opinion, what's next is another one of these moves. One of these big, giant five-way moves, right? And why can't it happen? Why cannot that happen? You tell me. Is it because you don't believe it? Is it because you don't see it? You don't understand the waves? Like seriously, what can't? Why can't this go up to $7 or even higher? Why? Because we're in a bear market? Because you've been listening to Bloomberg or the mainstream media? Is that why? Okay. Patterns move because patterns evolve every time in the same way they always have. Just because one pattern is producing one version of its very similar pattern, as it always does, at a different point in time, does that mean that it's not going to happen now just because you're looking at this other coin and it's going down? Or you're looking at this other coin and it's gone up already, so therefore everything else can't compete? No, you can't judge where it's going unless you know the waves. Okay, so I'll be the first to tell you right now, this thing's going up to $7. Okay, and if you don't believe it, don't worry. I'll show you. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, it's called conviction. If you don't have conviction when you trade, then you're gambling. Okay, there's no in between. There's none. You're either gambling or you have conviction. You know what you're doing. You're not just relying on indicators, oscillators, magic poop cannon dude, right? Just because he's extrapolating using some formula, right? And you're not just relying on, uh, geez, what else can you rely on? Extrapolation. You need to actually know what you're doing. The waves tell you what they're doing, what's happening, right? The waves are telling me right now that in the midst of this bear market, we're going to pump hard in Synthetix. Do you even know what Synthetix is? Well, I don't really care about these projects, but, you know, just like anybody else, I get bored and I go and look at projects and I see what they're about. Synthetix is a project that will allow you to trade without KYC, by the way, in any asset, whether you want to go long or short, you will be able to trade it just by getting into it, getting into the system, right? That's a bit of a game changer there. So, you know, you can actually make money anonymously, no KYC, and take your profits. That in my opinion, that's pretty cool. That's going to change the game. So if Synthetix doesn't pump more than ETH or Bitcoin, I'd be surprised because the rest of them are just digital numbers on a screen, right? But when you're talking about an entire DeFi, decentralized financial system way of actually trading derivatives of a derivative, yeah, go go try and price that one in. Go try and value that one using your little mental calculator, right? It ain't gonna work. But regardless of that, at this point in time, The pattern says bullish. So if I don't see my $7, I'll eat my hat. I'll eat all my hats. So I suggest you take this seriously because the project's good, the pattern's good. We've seen everything else play out pretty well. All we need now is some more upside. Okay. So if you haven't bought into it, well, you've got a retracement right now, 50% from the red line, critical support. You're either in or you're out. Okay. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the rocket, follow, subscribe, depending on the platform. And if you're not in it to make money, then stop wasting your time. Okay. Go and invest in an ETF or go and consult a financial planner. This is not financial advice. This is Arias Wave, Michael Arias. He's the creator of Arias Wave, ariaswave.com. Check it out. I'll catch you in the next one.